What was the band you recommended? Retsin. Yeah, they're kind of a band. Yeah, Retsin, that's correct. Hey, Jennifer, if you like Retsin, there are two sister bands I recommend. One is the Sonora Pine, and the other one is Rodan. They're all different bands, but they all have one person in common. She's amazing. And they're all amazing, but that's the...
Gonna do chest today. Or just wait till everybody gets here. Well, when I say everybody, I mean like 2 more people. Maybe 5 to 10. Used to get 20 people in here, 30 people. I'd have a couple hundred for a little while. Oh, hey, Davin's here. How's it going? Oh, we're doing chest today, so I'm gonna have to warm up the elbows. Biggest reason is my back's tired already. I did like 4 tons, 2 tons of hay, 2 tons of hay today. Not a lot, but enough for a workout in the back end. So we're gonna work the chest now. There we go. All right. We'll do another one of those here in a minute. Again, this is just warming up the old elbows. To then start warming up everything else. We did arms yesterday, so Hopefully, do a little. Maybe do a couple sets of triceps, pre-exhaust those a little bit, and then push out the chest. Oh, nice! There you go. That's cool of him. Some work thinking over here about how I'm going to do my workout tonight. I think I'm going to do some supersets between chest, flies, and pressing. Giant set, superset, whatever you want to call it. And then, yeah, we'll be doing resistance bands, flies, and presses as well. And then some dumbbell low flies. And that might be it for movements, unless I can think of something else. I'm mostly doing incline lately. I'm not doing any low incline. We're going to start at like 35. It's usually between 25 and 35. Actually, there we go. I'm starting at 25. 35, 45. We'll just do that. We'll do that again. Start with a mildly low one, but not super low. Still got some good to it. I'll do some, let's see, I'll do a set press, superset that fly, giant set the fly, I guess. We'll do that twice from here. And go up. So the 35 and the 45. I might end up doing some just straight up overhead press as well. I focus those, working the upper chest as much as I can. Okay, so let's grab, so this warm-up set, I'm not going to do giant sets of. The warm-up sets, I'm just going to do regular sets. When I get to the working sets, which is after this round, I will then go up and weigh and giant / superset. I do a complete circuit, every movement that I'm going to do in my workout before, to warm up, every single one. Probably overkill, but then I've worked every single muscle, warmed up every muscle that I might be doing anyway. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do the 25s. Alright, here we go. Hold up, shirt. There we go. Oh, that's right, I'm going to pre-exhaust. Oh, well. Take a little little breather there. I feel like I'm already pretty warmed up. So now we will do another one, do flies here, actually. My arms got tore up today with hay, but oh well. Alright, flies. Ooh, there we go. What can seniors do to strengthen their backs and legs? Well, I would do probably like getting a seat, like a chair, and just do stand up, sit down, stand up. That's just gonna strengthen your legs. Do that like, I don't know, 15, 20 times. Take a rest. Do it again. Back. That's tough because that's like core. Let's think here. I'm gonna roll through some ideas here. Of course, also leg lifts, even just leg lifts as a senior. Any of that will work. Like I said, doing even body weight squats. That's why I said just standing up from a chair, like a wooden chair, like a table chair. There we go. For your back, I mean, honestly, that's a good one. Try to think here. What would be a good one for back? Okay. Because honestly, the leg curls, even just ankle weights or just leg, like I said, body weight, leg curls, body weight squats. The back, if they're able to like lay on their back, like on their bed, and lift their legs up, because that's gonna work their lower abs, which is gonna, if you're strong up here, you're gonna be strong back here. Without like actually having to do like kind of like the laying back extensions or even like crunches and whatnot to strengthen everything. They could probably do like core twists, like where they're gonna flex everything and hold it, then twist like that. Stuff like that. Just depend per case, especially with senior citizens. But that's like probably what I would start with is some of those movements. Where we at? Oh, now we're gonna do some pressing. They could get some resistance bands and do resistance band movements too. Hook it to the door, and then pull the weight back like that. Get all of this. And they can even turn and do it the other way. And that's going to get their hip flexors. Some of the resistance bands comes with squat bars now. So they can put it and then have that light tension all the way down and back up. Something like that. Oh, I got a flash goal. Let's see if that happens. Okay, so now we're pretty warmed up. Okay. I could do another set, but I think we're good. I'm gonna do. But we are doing. Okay, so this will be the first working set. I'm gonna go ahead and do the 25s again, but it'll be no. Because I'm gonna do this one once, next one twice, next one twice. I'll do 30s here. And we're going to giant set the press into the thighs. Whew, there we go. There we go. Already 17 minutes into this workout. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And then we're gonna giant set these two. Oh, let me stretch out a little bit here. Yeah. Yep, every time. Oh, nice. There you go. See? They're great. Especially at first, it's like, you're like, oh, I don't know, either it's like some of them are too light, and you're like, no, that's not going to work. Whatever. And then you add too much, and you're like, oh, it's too much. Once you start getting into it. Like, because that's 150 pounds that I use. But yeah, it's nice. And then, oh yeah, that's crazy, but Yeah, and that at least that way you can choose what you want instead of just like stuck with what they give you. Like I'm getting close to that. I need to get some new ones because these are starting to get all sloppy and loose. But they've done what I needed them to do, so I'm not complaining whatsoever. Good though. Good, good, good. Got your resistance bands. Oh. Does it come with like the little bit to go above the door and like your? Oh, I guess that would be the other, like the ankle straps. I guess you could use them as a wrist strap too, and then take out for like tricep extensions and whatnot. But that's kind of like put it on your leg and you could be doing like pull these ones or this stuff with it. That's cool though. You're gonna find a whole new world of exercise with those resistance bands. Oh, nice. $30, 45, 125. So I bet that's see. I was thinking didn't I say they had some like pretty thick ones, 125 pound. Is that one if that's all of them to get combined? I mean, if you're at 45 though, because that's higher than mine. Because mine's like 10 pounds to 50 pounds. So yeah, if you got 125 pound, that's cool. Because then, like depending upon, it's like 125 at like there's like no stretch to stretch, I think. But then as you come back further or whichever way, it gets harder, so you're actually adding weight, which that's another reason I like them. Because I might have 150 pounds of resistance right here, which is, let's see, like this, probably, right here. But then as you take steps forward, and then it becomes more, and I like that. Alright, let's see here. Next set. We already did yeah. I've done one set, so we can do second set now. Well, I don't think you'd be bamboozled either way. At least you've got the bands. But like, I think I'm trying to remember how mine was worded now. I think mine said 150 pound resistance bands. So it never said anything about like 45 to 125. So you may have gotten a 125 in there, which would be really nice. You get it off of Amazon? I figured like if you get it there, you should be all right. Oh, they didn't want to get declined or something. Yeah. Sorry, thinking. Yeah, Amazon. You should be okay. I don't think you'd get bamboozled then. You probably because there was like when I was looking at mine, there was some that went higher up in weights, but I didn't really think I was gonna need it. And I figured, combinations and everything. It's now I'm to the point where I'm like, you know what? I could probably use a couple bigger bands, which I might end up doing. But yeah, and I've even since then seen somewhere they have a bigger variety of weights, and they're getting pretty heavy duty. So I think you're fine. All right, here we go. Press into fly. Uh-oh. Yeah, so you gotta be careful of arm wrestling because that one is seriously all technique. It's like, I mean, there's a lot of strength involved, but it's a lot of technique. You never want to be like out here. When you're arm wrestling, you want it all right here. Real close, so then that way, and it's not this as much as it is this. It's all about getting that shoulder into it first and then turning. I'm not great at it, but I'd learned a lot in high school because my best friend loved arm wrestling. So we would arm wrestle all the time, and I had to beat him. So I had to learn how to do it. But yeah, I like watching, I can't think of his name now. Devin Larratt, Love watching that. That dude is ridiculous. Like he can't even straighten his arms out. He like and his little pronator muscle here is so enormous. But yeah, he's like this all the time, just walking around. But oh, he just destroys dudes. Just enormous man. Just it's cool. Yeah, and you won. So honestly, that is the important thing. Injuries suck, but you won. You didn't let the loser know that you got injured, right? You have to walk away and pretend like nothing hurt, and then when you're out of sight, then you'd be like, "Oh, what have I done?" Because if you win and they know you got hurt, then they're like, "Yeah, but I hurt him." There you go. See, there you go. That's the way to do it. Bonus with those resistance bands, you can also do some good arm wrestling workouts. Whew. Nice. There you go. That's how I would beat my friend, is he'd get me like just all the way then, and I'd just be hanging on, like holding everything down, and then he'd wear himself out, and I'd start to come back. Yeah. But see, again, you don't tell him that. You still won. Really good workouts for that, though, is like sand or rice in a bucket, and you grab and twist your hands into it. Just that. And then he does some, I think it's like this, where he takes the band over his hand. Let's see what we have here. We use this one. Like he does weird stuff where he like holds it. Oh my goodness. Hurts to cough. That's not good. Did you hurt your arm? What did you hurt? Oh, your elbow. Oh no. Yeah. Ooh, see, that's where those come into play. See, yeah. Do like, because it's probably like that little pronator muscle. He does stuff like weird like this. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, in the elbow. Oh no. See, like not this little bone here, right? Because that's not good. I mean, it's not horrible, but that's like what I have. I have elbow pain right there. Oh, inside the elbow? There you go. I mean, that's still not good, but... yeah, so, I mean, it's probably like a tendon or a ligament pull. It's where the resistance bands will help you out. Like, the ones that I always start out with. Like this one right here. Just do those. And work that elbow back up. Oh, we got somebody watching on YouTube. It's always cool when I get somebody to watch on YouTube. Although because I haven't got the volume right, YouTube is very, very good at catching melodies to songs. Yep, weak tendons. They'll get you every time. Luckily, yours are held on long enough to get that dub, though. But yeah, so to help keep that from happening, it's this gap right here wants to be nothing. You don't want ever to be out here because that's where you're going to pull and tear your tendons. So you want to always keep it like boom right there. Oh, hey, thanks for that rose, Steve. Then, like, let's see, like I said, like, so you're sitting here like this. You're all set and ready to go. Your first movement, it shouldn't really be to push. It should be like to bring your shoulder in and make, because it's a fulcrum, it's a pivot. This wants to move, and then, so it's like you're sitting there, hold your thing here. Like I said, I'm not great, but I learned how to beat that dude. And so you sit there and you're holding. You want to turn, get your shoulder into it, and as you're turning, start that wrist from turning in, and then lock everything in. Once you're there, yeah. I'm no good left hand, but right hand, yeah. Ooh, wow, that's a bummer. Oh, wow, I got a lightning bolt. I've never had a lightning bolt before. And I waved at somebody purely by accident. Right on, thanks, Steve. Yeah. And I like my own live, that's great. Yep, so, yeah, you'll get those resistance bands, you'll warm them up. So then, and then you'll also, actually, just use the resistance bands and warm them up. But if you continue the arm wrestling thing, look at watching Devin Lariat. Or, what's the biker dude name on here? Or the Whispering, is it the Whispering Arm Wrestler? Or Whispering Biker Arm Wrestler or something like that? But he just like talks to him. He's like, yeah, there you go. Now turn your arm. Watch our guy. He gives a lot of information too. Oh, I got to do some sets. I'm chatting too much again. I always do that. Once I start chatting, I like to chat. Okay, we're gonna do some flies into presses here. Oh, we got a couple people over on YouTube. How's it going over there, everybody? Now. Yeah. See, that's what funny is. I won't even mess left-handed. I'm so weak left-handed. Yeah, I think all I can do is just like sit and hold. I mean, my arm was weaker. I still wouldn't know. So like, this is the one that has all the issues. Yeah, see, it's hard. I always said that for a long time, and then all of a sudden, I'd be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, oh, fine, okay. And then I'd arm wrestle, and then I'd be like, why did I do that? Oh, it hurts every time. Just because I don't focus on it enough, so I don't have like all that good build-up like some of those guys do. Some dudes, like, they don't look like they're into arm wrestling, but that's all they want to do. They're good. Oh, these. I don't know. Alright, we'll try these. Yeah, especially after you get an injury, you're like, what was I thinking? And then everywhere you go, you got to pretend like it doesn't really hurt. You don't want anybody to be like, oh, what'd you do? You're like, well, I beat somebody at arm wrestling. But I mentioned then they're like, oh, then you didn't win. But you did. You did. Don't let them tell you anything otherwise. You won. But then, from now on, you can never arm wrestle that person again, just because you don't want to lose to them. Unless you go, oh, my arm was hurt this time. But yeah, you got to keep that win, keep that dub. Uh-oh. Hop over here real quick. Get YouTube going again. There we go. so we're getting close. Where I probably won't do any fly. I don't know. I might. If I do flies, I'll probably go down. No, never. You got like a broken arm. She's like, no, I'm good, man. High fives. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'll do press regular flies with 25s, I think, because now I'm getting into the weight where it's gonna be a little heavy to be flying like up here. Yep. You're like, what? No, I mean it's just a little. It's numb right now, but I'm good. We can go again. Throw it up there. Flop it down. All right, let's just grab my hand. Let's go. You always look like you're ready for the next. You're good to go. Ooh, here we go. That was good upper chest there. Yeah, it just clicked. That's normal. I've had that since I was born. The click? I don't hear anything. Well, there we go. Oh, I kind of want to. We'll see how the 25s go. All right. Bye. Oh, sun dog. I don't know who that is. Yeah. Honestly, like, there's like any range. Like, this is what 45 degrees. That would probably be the highest. I would say would be incline bench, and then you're kind of moving more into like high up, and it's more of like a shoulder press because you're sitting straight up and down. But you're still going to be engaging some upper chest regardless. The lowest that I consider in an incline is like that 15. It's like a low press, but you're still going to be. It's not flat, so it's going to be hitting that chest differently. Yeah. See, what I do is I'll do like multiple angles. Tonight I started I think at 25, did 35, and then I'm finishing up on 45. Like, yeah, see, like there's 45 there, and that's probably the highest I'm going to go for that, and then I'll just do some regular. Yeah, and that, like I said, that's probably the highest. But I'm also focusing on trying to get my upper pecs to fill in a little better. So yeah, that's why I started at 25 instead of 15 today. Because I still feel a little in the lower pec on 15, but I can start to notice it more. I imagine it's hitting me like right here on the 15s, and it kind of works its way up. But yeah, anywhere in that range. Like I said, 55, it starts feeling a little more shoulder pressy then. I did press on the fly already. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yep. That's pretty decent. Like I would honestly, since you're just starting out, avoid like some flat bench. Oh, nice. 3 sets of 135. That's not bad. That's what was that 45 on each side, right? Yeah, that looks nice. I remember when I hit that. I was stoked because that looks nice. A plate on either side. I gotta remember to keep my head up when I'm doing these hopes here. Keep the focus more on the upper chest. So I'm not like leaning down. I lost count. So we'll just call that good there. Especially 3 sets, that's not bad. What's my current split? So I do chest, arms, back. Okay. So I'm doing it weird because I'm trying to grow my arms. So I'll go chest, arms, back, arms, legs, arms, chest, arms. But basically it's chest, arms, back, legs. Yeah, you're just gonna have to rest that one for a few days, maybe a week or so, and yeah, try not to arm wrestle anymore then. But the resistance bands will help, like, and just try and like think of ways, like even if like you're sitting there and at home and you're like, oh, like if it hurts right here, like you can grab one and hold one and you go, oh, hey, okay, that's kind of helping that, or whatever. Just think of different ways to use your weight bands to help strengthen whatever it is you're after. Like with those, you can do like curls, even like just one arm curl, stand on it, have it land on the ground, and then just curl one arm like this, and do this slow on the way down, and that's really gonna help those tendons and ligaments strengthen up. All right. Let's do some press real quick, and then we'll go back over here, do the second set at 45, and then we'll do some overhead presses, I guess. So you hit shoulders on chest day? No, I do shoulders on arms every other arm day and on back days. I'll hit some rear delts. I have hit shoulders. I kind of guess I will be a little bit, just because I'm trying to do some, like, I'm trying to build that, so I'm going to do a little bit of overhead because it's going to engage there. Oh, nice. That's not bad, yeah. I don't even know how much I do with anything because I just do it mostly at home. So I have my 30. Did I just? I didn't. Oh well. We're gonna do the overhead press now because we'll get a couple. Yeah, see, I like to do the overhead. Yeah, exactly. It is. It's a little tricky, so that's why, like, I'm not like rigid about it. Like I said, I'll do some shoulder work. That's why, like, when I'm doing back, I'm going to get a little rear delt activation. So I'll go ahead and do that. When I do arms, there's going to be a little bit of shoulders and whatnot. So like I said, I don't do it every time because I found like every other day was too often for my shoulders, and oh hey, thanks Thomas. My shoulders started to hurt, and so then that's why I went to every other arm workout that I would do like a front, side, and rear delt workout with my biceps and triceps, and then on my back I always do a few sets of face pulls and some like seated bent over flies just to kind of get the rear delt, because like I said, you're hitting it anyway. So let's see where we're at here. Just I feel like I want to do a couple more to 45. I'm going to. One more set to 45. We're going to try and do everything with the 30 though. For like a newbie, you're gonna be once a week or every. Okay, so you want to work every 48 hours. You can work a muscle group. Again, the smaller muscle groups like your shoulders, your arms, like the rear delts, small muscle groups, you can work more often. The ones like your legs, even your pecs are little. You can do those, but not as often as like your shoulders. But your legs are like once every few days. I do mine like once every like 10 days. Just because I find like I don't do them until they're not tired from the previous workout again. Which is probably not quite 10 days, maybe it's like 7 days. It's not every 4 days though. And that's more of like a Mike Menser training idea. But when you're new, you're going to build muscle regardless. It's really going to be really, really easy to grow and progress. Especially as long as you're staying consistent with your diet, with your training, all of that, you'll be fine. Three times a week. Oh, the program, 3 times a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, probably. That's not bad. Can you go more often? Because honestly, like if you can go like a Monday, Tuesday, take Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday, take Saturday, Sunday off, that would be better for you. I mean, 3 days is better than 2 days, that or even 1 day. It's just giving you a little more rest time. So if you're doing that I would recommend more of like a HIIT program if that's what you're doing for lifting, which is a little bit, it's high intensity. It's like you're doing weights, and that's even still going to be a little bit quick for a turnaround on the high intensity, because like Mike Menser, he says you do 2 workouts a week, like 1 upper body, 1 lower body, and then you take the rest of the week off. Or I think you have like upper body, lower body, cardio, and then you rest. But every other day, I mean, that's not bad. It's honestly, it's good. It's more about the your intensity during the workout, how that goes for your progress and everything. But I personally like it was because it was what I did in high school. It was the Monday, Tuesday. It's like upper body, lower body, cardio or rest day, and then upper body, lower body. Then you take your weekends off. Now I just do every single day. Some days I take off because either life gets too busy for me, or I just not feeling up to it. And that's a big thing. You always got to listen to your body. If there's an injury and it's going to prevent you from lifting properly, or lifting to the point where you're going to make gains, then you might as well just take the day off or take a couple days off and rest. I try to keep my rests to like 2 days, 3 days. Then I just feel like it's just I'm going backwards at that point. And like I did that last week. I had a couple days off. You don't even know what intensity means? Okay, intensity. That's your breaks in between your sets. And it could go down to reps, like how intense you are in your sets or your reps. But it's basically your intensity, like your breaks between sets. Like if you're going slow, like I use bench because it's an easier one to go with. Right? So we're doing incline bench. So we're going down slow. We get here, and then we push up. Then we go down slow. That's intensity. Then taking like 45 seconds in between sets. That's intensity. Volume is is total sets and weight. So like high intensity training is you're doing high amounts of weight to failure, and then they're actually taking longer breaks in between. They'll take like 5 to 10 minute breaks in between because you're annihilating yourself. You're taking yourself to failure every single time because you'll do basically one warm-up set of each movement, like 1 to 2 warm-up sets, and then you do your set to failure. So it's like 8 to whatever. And then on your last one, you're supposed to sit there and like slowly die, fight it down as much as you can. That's the intensity aspect of it, which I like that kind of. I don't necessarily do it here. I emulate as much as I can, but with 30 pounds, it's kind of hard once you've progressed past that point in your weight needs, if you know. Yeah, but intensity and volume are going to be the two biggest words you hear in the gym or workout. It's because, like, your volume. Well, what's your volume like? And that's going to be how many sets you're doing, how much weight you're doing in those sets. And volume it's more about the sets, honestly. It's not the weight. It's more about the sets, sorry. Because if you're doing like 15, 20 sets for a muscle group, that's way too much volume. Way too much. You want to figure it out. And that's what I do here. Every time I do a workout, and I've had people say, "Oh, it seems like you don't know what you're doing." And it's not that. It's just that I'm trying to fine-tune my workout with 15 to 30-pound dumbbells to be the most intense workout that I can get in a 45-minute to an hour workout. Like right now, I'm at almost an hour. I've done a little bit more talking today than normal, but it's okay. It happens. Okay, let's do. Let's go ahead and do the shoulder presses. When I hit 3 sets of 10, I add 10 pounds and go until I do it again. 3 sets of 10, I add 10 pounds. Okay, so you're saying like 3 sets of 10. So like if your base start of weight was like 115, then your next set after 10 would be 125. You do that again, and then 135. So you're kind of progressive overloading, but what you could do if you did, like let's say, and I'm just using it as the 115 as a point or whatever. It's like, let's say you start at 115, 115, and then doing the next set at 25 and then 35, do the next set at 35, or go back down to like 100, then do 115 and then 130 or 135. Do that. Have a little bit more space in between your weights, because like 10 pounds, that's a little. It's, in my opinion, it's not necessary. If you can do the 125 and the 135 after 115, you might as well just do the 135 after your warm-up set of 115. If you want, do 115 twice. It's not going to destroy you to do it twice and then do your 135, and then you don't even count those 2 warm-up sets. Like your warm-up sets never count into your workout. And the warm-up, you always do a warm-up set because you don't stretch before you work out. It's really bad. It ruins your workout. It doesn't help with gains much. Yeah, you want to do warm-up sets. Always do that, because basically what it's doing is it's getting your muscles ready to do the workout. And the best way to do that, to loosen them up and warm them up, is to do a workout at a lighter weight. That's why I'll use my 20-pound for my warm-ups to get my elbows warmed up. But yeah, if you're doing again with your incline, my incline. Well, I don't have it now, but my first set is usually with my 25s. I'll do that as my warm-up set, and then my first working set is when I go into my giant sets on incline. And so then I'll do a set of 15 for pressing and then 12 to 15 for flies. And then those are my working sets. And then the next one I'll go up to 30, and then I just stay at 30s for the rest of the working sets. But yeah, always try and get if it's a different movement. If it's the same muscle group, you don't have to do warm-ups for every single one. You can, and I kind of like to, just to kind of get everything firing. It's oh, hey, I've moved, I've changed, so it's not firing the same way, But yeah, definitely do your warm-ups and don't count them in your workout. And then that'll push you kind of more into that progressive overload and getting. It's not more volume. They don't ever count them as volume because it's not your working weights. Just once you get to your working weight, which I consider the low end of what you're going to be doing. 30 pounds is light for but slow squeezy. So if you're for incline, if your weight is that's what your working set is, 135, you could do 115. I would probably do one right around 100, 105. And then you could go from 105 up to 135, or do a set at 115. Not count that as a working set. And then, how many reps? Your regular. I do, because it's slightly lighter, I usually do a few more reps. I'll do 20. But you can do 12, 15, however many, 10, if that's your warm-up. I would do a few more for warm-up on the lighter one. So if you're doing 3 sets of 10, do a set of 12 for your warm-up. And then, because you don't ever want to do anything under 8, because then it's pointless. You're not getting enough muscle growth out of it, and it's a higher chance of injury. So they say make your failure. I use 8 as my failure. If I can only get to 8, then I failed the set and I'm done. I did it. I did a good workout with it. But yeah, I try to keep my reps to 12. Okay, we're gonna do a quick overhead press real quick, and then we'll call it an evening here. Ooh, there's a good elbow pop. So y'all go super, super slow to make it a lot harder. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh yeah, you're gonna progress muscle wise and strength wise pretty quickly for a while. So yeah, that's all I try to give out is good advice. I want everybody to continue working out. I'm not gonna try and get you to get injured by any means. I want and I want to help you grow as much muscle as you possibly can. That's my goal, you know. So I don't want to don't want to set somebody up to work out and it just be pointless, or to like I said, injure them. But yeah, I'm like I can talk about it for hours. I love working out and I love learning more. Like I'm always watching and learning, reading about the next thing just because I can't get enough of it. I mean, that's what I'm doing here. Is like I work out for something to do while I'm here, and hopefully to kind of like have somebody go, oh hey, look, he's working out. Let's see what he's doing and see if he does something I don't do, or maybe he can help me in some way. And yeah, originally, like I don't know if I'd said this to you before, but like originally I got on here to try and find like clients to train, but I'm giving away the information for free already. So why is anybody going to sign up? So like, you know what? I'll just keep giving away the information for free and help people out. Honestly, yeah, you should be able to bring it down. Like, there's no reason. Hold on, I'm gonna try and get WWE to join me. You don't really have to be more than 45 minutes, honestly, for a good workout. That's shortening up your breaks. That's that intensity level. An hour and a half. I mean, that's a lot. That's the other reason. Like I do this is I try to show you that. What have I been doing? I'm just now at an hour. You know, like, and I'm not like fully pumped up, but I still did a good enough workout. I did all of the stuff that I need to grow muscle. It's just, you know, like I gotta eat my meal now and all that stuff. But yeah, you don't need an hour and a half of working out. Like 45 minutes, you can get an amazing workout in 15 minutes. It's just how intense you are, how hard each set is, and what your rest period between each set is like. Like I was doing some Peloton workouts, and they're 15 minutes long. That's what got me back into working out again a few years ago. And they're like 15 minutes long, and I would be drenched, dying, just sweat, just sore, blown apart in 15 minutes because you don't stop. It's just one movement after another, after another, after another. And it's just cycles, so you just go over and over and over and over again, and until 15 minutes is up, and it's just amazing. And those are just intense workouts. It really, like, it depends. Like, what? Oh, there we go. Sorry, they're asking me for what has a hole. I like about 30 to 45 seconds, maybe a minute between, just depending upon, and it's more about you. Like, I keep it at that intensity, because that's what I'm used to. I feel recovered for the next set. Sometimes it's a little early, and you'll tell, and it's just, you're gonna have to kind of get used to it. Sometimes you might sit there for too long and go, and you'll notice it. Like, supposedly you can sit down and every 10 minutes do a set, and you're still going to do something, even though you don't feel like you're doing anything. Yeah, you can, but like 2 minutes, yeah, like you can, it's all about you and where you feel. Honestly, like I said, like there's stuff that says that you can sit around for 2 minutes, 5 minutes between sets, and it's not. You're just allowing yourself to fully rest up so that you can get to that full action again. But the way I see it is, if I'm depleted just a little bit, maybe I'm getting back to that set, you know, like 20, 30 seconds too early, and so it's gonna be slightly harder. But if I can still make it to the end of that set at the same intensity, just like push and going, and I might like struggle the last one or two, it means I've done it and my muscles are that much closer to being at failure, full fatigue to build muscle anyway. So that's why I'm fine with a quick break. if you're keeping it at like 45 seconds versus a 2-minute break, yeah, 45-second is a more intense break versus the 2-minute break. So yeah, like if you can do, and honestly, like if you're doing warm-up sets prior to doing your working sets, and you're only doing 1 to 2 working sets, because that's kind of what I do. Is I do 2, like usually it's like that's why when I first started, so I was like I want to do 2 here, here, and here. Everything after my warm-up sets, I do 2 sets up because it should be just intense enough that's good. You shouldn't need a third set. And if you do need a third set, then the first or second set has to have some more weight added to it, or in my opinion, a shorter rest period in between. And then like I said, like incline. Since we've been using that one today, I'll start. Like I said, I started at 25, and then I'll do my 2 warm-up sets, and then I'll use 1 to 2 working sets there, and then I'll do 35 with 2 working sets, and then 45 with 2 working sets. So I've only done 4 to 5 working sets, so as intense as I can, squeezing the entire time. And I mean, I'm squeezing in it on the warm-ups too, but like just as hard as I can, slow, and then I'm giant setting or super setting those ones so that it's keeping the workout going. And yeah. But yeah, that's definitely more intense. Sorry if I get long-winded. That's my one problem is I will over-talk something because I don't always think I get my words out correctly to get the point across. So then I'll be like, oh wait, that didn't sound right. Let me keep talking. But yeah, let's see. So it's just now 8 o'clock. Cool. All right. Well then, I am going to fuel pressure regulator. I don't know. Yeah, I'm in my garage, but I'm working out. Okay. Clients. No, because being a personal trainer, I could do training with you. I would design specific training programs for you, and then we would just use an app, and we'd check in together. I mean, I could. That is one thing I've talked about doing is doing lives with them to work out at the same time. But that's kind of what this is. This is like, and I don't like to where I wouldn't really want to charge you just to do what I'm doing now, like working out with me, because this isn't like as regimented as I would do with like a client where I'd be like, okay, you're doing these on these days, and they're totally different. But yeah, like you're more than welcome to, if you want to do this workout with me every night. And usually what I do is I'll tell you if I'll be on the next night or what time I'll be on. And I usually say what my next day's workout will be. So like, let's say after you've done it a few times with me or whatever, if I'm like I didn't make it for that night, you go, oh well, he did back, so I'll do this time, and But yeah, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't say a client just to have you do this stuff with me. I'm just giving away the information for free. If you want to be personally trained, then you can get a hold of me, but not. But might as well just do this. Honestly, I don't want to. I'm giving away the information on TikTok, but you can also follow me over on YouTube as well. So, this is where all my lives go, all my workouts go, and I have a lot of videos, workouts that I need to edit and post on YouTube. Yeah, no problem. I will be back. Let's see. Today was kind of a double, because that's why I'm not too tired, because I didn't do I was okay with sitting and chatting more today because I did 2 tons of hay this morning, so kind of got a full body workout. So this was just a bonus one. So therefore, tonight was supposed to be either legs or back. I'm gonna say tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow I work. It will. Hold on. Let me take a look at a couple things here. See, tomorrow is Tuesday, right? Yes. Okay. So then I work. Look. Oh yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like if you want to do workouts, I would and versus the app and just you doing workouts, just join me on here. I try to get on here 7 nights a week, so I would definitely do that, and I wouldn't charge you for the workouts. Again, like I guess if you want me to build you specific ones, let's see here. We could do that. I could do that. I could just make the workouts these regimented better. Oh. Um, sorry, hold on. I'm looking here. So Wednesday I do. Okay. So tomorrow's Tuesday. So suggest for live request. Yeah, you know what? That's what I would probably do. Is like, I'm trying to figure this. This is because I've never had anybody ever ask me this, so haven't really fully thought it through before, how to do live specific for that. Let me figure that out, and I'll get back to you about that one. Because then it would just, well, I mean, I would go live. I would just basically what I think I would do is I would just, I would recommend just like, because again, like I said, I'm on here, and I would just probably tell you what we would be doing the next day. Like tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and do legs, and so then tomorrow you would just be prepared to do legs, and it's like I just do dumbbell weights with those though. But yeah, and so then you could come and join me live. Like I said, I go live 7 nights a week with workouts. So any night you want to hop in and do a workout, you can. And like just doing the lives. I mean, I guess like that would like a Zoom. We could do like a Zoom like that or something like to that effect. I'm West Coast. I'm in Oregon. Yeah, so we could do that, something to that effect. But I feel like if I was to do like lives, then I'd probably, have to charge something. But again, that's why I kind of would feel bad, just because unless it's like specifically play games. Oh no way! Just outside of Salem. I was born and raised in Salem. Ooh, Alabama! Wow. How you like Alabama? That's got to be completely different from Oregon. Oh yeah, no. Sometimes Oregon isn't always the best. Oregon, yeah. There's definitely Oregon. Oregon used to be cool, and now it's gotten really horrible at times. I like it, but I like parts of it and aspects of it. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I used to like Portland. I didn't. I've never lived there. I liked going up there and visiting, but now it's. I'll still go watch a Blazer game though. Yeah. Ugh. My wife hates Portland. She hates going there with me. So Alabama. Okay, so let's see. What is that? Is that only 2 hours away from here, or 2 hour time zone difference? Yeah. We see, what did we go up there for? What's funny is she likes to go up there for eating, but hates everything else about it. traffic, the buildings, just everything. It's funny. Let's see. Yeah, because then that'd be, because if that you're like it'd be like 10 o'clock for you right now if you're like 2 hours ahead, right? Yeah, yeah. It's not as cool or as good as it used to be. Was it 2010, 2016? So, oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely changed a lot. Like it's everything's grown a lot even since 2016. Like city wise, but yeah, it's definitely worse. So okay, so 11:50. Oh wow, so you actually are 3 hours ahead. Okay, okay. So then to make that work, to be able to train video, because you probably don't. You're not wanting to work out this late at night. Um, I usually start 7 o'clock my time, which what is 10 o'clock your time, which that's probably kind of late. Um, I was just trying to think if there's a way that I could do an earlier lift. Um, let's see if I did it before dinner. I usually start cooking dinner around 5 because I like to get done by 6, then so I can work by 7. Um, so I like my for me it'd be like I could do other ones so that it wouldn't be so late for you. Like by like 2 o'clock my time, 4 to 6. Yeah, see, I could actually do a 4 o'clock one. Most days, unlike the days that I have to go to work in the evenings. I couldn't, but yeah, I could do a 4 to 6. Just do them earlier. Yeah, so like I think yeah, so maybe like what you could do is ask, oh hey, could you do one tomorrow, or we can plan a workout and I can show you some stuff, especially after you get like your resistance bands or whatnot. So yeah, I could do the workout. I mean, honestly, if I could do 2 workouts in a day if I have to do one a little earlier to help you or to show you or work out with you, and then do one in the evening again. Yeah, I can do that. HVAC is there we go. I've been trying to read that this entire time, and it just took me. I had to read it very slowly. Okay, yeah, I could do that. So yeah, I guess what I would say is just like shoot me a message or something like when your next workout is, and we can try and arrange for me to hop on and work out with you for like a half hour, 45 minutes. That is a fat mouse. Jesus. I'm in my garage. I have fields all around me. Yeah, heck yeah, that we can do that. And then, so what's your goal? Are you wanting to build muscle or build strength? I mean, honestly, it's going to happen either way. So, okay, gotcha. Heck yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, I'll figure something out. If maybe we just you just do some like chatting me up or something like that if you like the workout and the work that I help you with. Okay. Yeah, see, I mean, that's honestly, that's more what I like. I'm trying to build muscle, but I'm more with the way I'm doing it, building strength. It's kind of funny because, like, you don't need as much weight to build strength as you would think. Like, you can do, like, the slow, squeezy ones are actually, I've noticed increase in my strength better that way. So yeah. So yeah, and once you get your resistance bands, you're set. Oh, nice. So you're down what, like 32 pounds? Nice. Okay, yeah. So then that's going to be like that intensity level where you're wanting to keep your breaks shorter in between um, sets, so that you're keeping your heart rate up from the previous set, and you start to sweat and build. Yeah, nice. But yeah, we'll get you there. We'll get it going. All right, man. I'm excited to do a workout with you. Yeah, just go ahead and shoot me a DM on here, and I'll be able to chat with you, and we'll figure out when a good time to work out is and when you want to do the first one. And then I'll build. What I'll do is I'll build like the workout, like the routine for you. I'll like because like um, I'll give you options too. We'll do this, and that way. So then I'll get you going. I'll work out with you a few times, check in. You know, you can come in, check in, and we'll get you going, get you. And whenever you want me to work out with you, you shoot me a DM, but I'll kind of build you something and give it to you so that you can learn it, work out, and if I'm not here, you can continue on. And then when I come back, we do it again. You know what I mean? If that came out clear enough. See, sometimes I say things that I feel like it's clear up here, but out here. All right. Cool. Nice. Then perfect. Yeah, we'll do something like that, and not even worry about any money right at all. I'll just do that stuff for you because I want people to work out. I just love it that much. So it's really and like I've said, like TikTok. That's basically what I'm here for. Is just giving it away. Just get people to work out and help them out as much as I can, and hope that some way it'll come back to me, help me out in some other way. All right then. Well, that sounds good, man. I will. I'll look forward to the message, and we'll get the workout going. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, and I will be back tomorrow to do possibly legs because they are kind of tired from today. No, I'm gonna do back tomorrow. I need to do back, and then I'll do a leg workout. All right, cool. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. Look forward to hearing from you, HVAC. Have a good one. All right, later. I'm at 5 diamonds.